I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 12-1, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 9-4.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go, first play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus.
Here we go now.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Over.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw. Bates. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bates finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys work against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Bates. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Look at the dance and the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down following the run. Operating from the gun. Bates. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Bates. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. 2nd and goal now from the 8. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hurry up, here we go! Gun! Detroit, here we go! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down. Bates. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. and the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now look at 50.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking to throw. Bates. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. from the gun. Bates. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Operating from the gun, Bates. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second down, Bates. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some room to roam now. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. To throw now on first down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Raiders have got him. Jihad Ward in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on second down. Bates throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun, Bates. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lopez. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Throwing on first down, Bates. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Bates. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On first and 10, Bates. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jihad Ward. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Bates. A swing pass caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On third down, it's Morris, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, Bates. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw. Bates. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And now here come the Raiders. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and 4. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. This is Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw on 3rd down. Bates. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Morris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on 2nd down. Bates. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I
agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is caught. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try to run it with Morris. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He dumps off to Morris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. In the red zone this time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Morris. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run again with Morris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. To throw on 2nd down. Bates. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Third down, this is Howard, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Marquette King now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drop.
Morris fighting. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's